I'd like to say thank you to everybody for showing up today and for going the extra mile and taking risks and doing things. I could see a lot of experimenting going on. A lot of really wonderful symbols came up and shapes and all sorts of different houses. So just watching it, I was really delighted, and I hope that you were too with the process. So before we say goodbye, I'd just like to open up. Does anybody feel compelled to share anything with the group, or would anybody like to, does anybody have a question? Yes.
I wouldn't like to share anything, but I want to tell you that I'm glad I am here today, and I had to be here since it's my first year ever in creative arts. And when you said put paint on the page, it is not so intimidating anymore. That helped me so much that I was telling my sons after that, everything else came. And for me, it's important because my insecurity rubs off on the child. They can see I don't know anything about creative arts, but if I can tell them that technique, because the children like to tell you they're scared, I don't know. But so I will use that. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much for sharing. That's really important. And I often say to my learners, they should have in their minds, what happens if I do this? I wonder what will happen if I try that. I'm going to think about this. So they can go in with this openness of not knowing. Because I think as art teachers, we seem to feel like we've got to know everything and teach them. And I think it's really important to show them that they have an inner teacher through experimenting and play. And yeah. So thank you. Anything else? Anybody else want to share? Yeah?
I would just like to add that I also agree with doing the background first. It's so important, and it makes it so much easier. Because I see wonderful artworks. Teachers send me gorgeous photos on a white paper. So it doesn't look finished. It always looks, the drawing or the artwork is beautiful. It's competition quality. But because it's still on white paper, that looks unfinished. So I like the idea of doing the background. And it was lovely. I enjoyed it. I know, for instance, if you haven't got a lot of paint, you can use powdered pastels, and you crumple it and you smudge it onto the paper just to give it some background. It's work easier for the children also to start with that.
Okay, with the pastels.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you for that. Okay, I think that brings us to the end of the day. So thanks again, everybody. And I really wish you a wonderful term next term, and I hope that some of these things come to fruition in your classes and inspire your learners. And hope to see you again next term at Enlighten. Thanks, everybody.